Hello everyone, my name is Anjali Pandey and today in this presentation video I am going to tell you about the concept of management and administration. So let's get started. Administration and management. Administration and management are both the important functions that supports the success of any organization. These two terms may seem to be the same, but they are entirely different from each other, both in terms of utility and in terms of functionality. In the simple words, we can say that management is concerned with getting the things done, whereas administration is concerned with how these things are done. Management takes into account the directing and the controlling functions of the organization, whereas administration is related to planning and organizing functions of the organization. So, let us understand these two concepts in more detail. We will start with the concept of administration. Administration means overall determination of policies, setting of major objectives, identification of general purposes, and laying down the broader programs and projects. It means that the work of the administration is to form the plans and policies for the success of the organization. Its work is to identify the purposes and the objectives of the organization and to lay down the projects and the programs for the institution. Its work also includes enforcing of the rules and regulations. Administration means guidance, leadership, and control of the efforts of the group towards some common goal. It means that the administration guides the work of the entire institution and it controls the entire institution to obtain some common goal. Administration is a systematic process of administering the management of the organization. And these organizations can be any educational institution like schools and colleges, or any government office, or any other non profit organizations. Administration lays down the fundamental framework of the organization within which the management of the organization functions. If we talk in terms of the schools, then in the school administration includes the principal and the head of the department. Administration is a broader term as it includes planning, organizing, and decision making functions at the highest level of the enterprise. If we talk about in terms of educational administration, then its functions include planning, organizing, financing, directing, supervising, inspecting, and evaluation. It is also concerned with the elements like setting up of the goals for the education, their reviewing, feedback, and innovations. Administration represents the top layer or the top level of the management, and these top levels are the authorities which are mainly the owners of the organization who invest their capital in the starting of the organization and they get their return in the form of the profit which they gain from the organization. So we can say that administration has a full control over the activities of the organization. As of now, we have understood the concept of administration, so let us move on to the concept of management. Management is defined as an act of managing the people and their work for achieving the common goals by using the organization's resources. It means that the management is a skill of getting the work done from others. It is a skill of managing the people and also managing their work by all the available resources of the organization. Its work includes to pool all the resources which are required for the success of any organization, and these resources may be people, equipments, financial resources, technological resources, natural resources, and also the knowledge, which means all the resources which are required to achieve the goals. Its function also includes to create an environment under which the manager and his subordinates can work together for the attainment of the objectives of the organization. In simple words, we can say that management is a group of people who use their skills and their talents in running the complete system of the organization. Their main activities includes leading, motivating, controlling, coordination and decision making. The work of the management is to bring together the 5 M's of the organization, and these M's are men, material, machines, methods, and money. These 5 M's are all the resources which are required for obtaining the objectives of the organization. As we have already seen earlier, that the work of the management is to pool together all the required resources for the organization. Management is a result oriented activity which focuses on achieving the desired outputs. As of now, we have understood the concept of management and administration separately. Now, let us discuss about the differences between these two terms so that the concept becomes more clear. Differences between administration and management. Administration is an act of administering the whole organization by a group of people, while management is a systematic way of managing the people and things within the organization. Administration is a high level activity, whereas management is concerned with the middle and the lower level functions. Administration decides that what should be done and when it should be done, whereas management decides that who will do the work and how it would be done. The functions of the administration includes legislation and determination, whereas the functions of the management includes execution and governing. Administration focuses on policy formulations, whereas the management focuses on the policy implementations. Administration is concerned with taking all the important decisions for the organization, whereas management makes the decision under the boundaries which are set by the administration. In other words, we can say that administration seems as the decision maker, whereas the management is the implementer. Administration represents the owners of the organization, whereas management represents the persons who leverage their relevant skills to fulfill the objectives of the organization. Administration is generally found in the government and the military offices, hospitals, or educational institutions or any other non profit enterprises, whereas management is most probably seen in the profit making organizations like the business enterprises. Administration is concerned with the conceptual and the human skills, whereas the management is concerned with the technical and the human skills. The role of the administration is decisive in nature, whereas the role of the management is executive in nature. The key person in the administration is a administrator who is responsible for the administration of the organization, whereas the key person in the management is the manager who looks after the management of the organization. Administration focuses on making the best possible utilization of the organization's resources, whereas the management focuses on managing the people and the work and to pool together all the required resources which are required for the success of any organization. Its main function is planning and organizing, whereas the management's main function is motivating and controlling. Decisions of the administration are generally influenced by the public opinions, government policies, or customs, whereas the decisions of the management are influenced by the values, beliefs, and decisions of the manager. Theoretically, it can be said that both the different terms, but practically these two are more or less the same. We can understand it in this way that every manager is concerned with both administrative management functions and as well as with the operative management functions. This can be understood with the help of the figure as shown below. This clearly shows that the manager who are higher up in the hierarchy denotes more time on the administration functions, and the lower level denotes more time or they devotes more time in directing and controlling the workers' performance. It shows that the degree of administration and management performed by the different levels of the management. So, it is clear that the management is directly under the control of the administration, or we can simply say that the management is the subset of the administration. And if we consider it in terms of education, then in educational administration, what is planned goes into the effect, and at each level, the plans are implemented by the management till the evaluating process, and in this way, they come up with the best possible results. This is all about the concept of management and administration. Thank you.